Together, we'll explore the wonders of ancient Egypt, unraveling secrets carved in stone. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's embark on this journey into the past. Today, we turn our attention to the preserved casing stones at the summit of the Pyramid of Khafre. Positioned high above and out of reach from looters, these stones offer a rare view of how Egypt's second-largest pyramid once gleamed in majestic splendor. Covered in smooth, white limestone, the pyramid radiated brilliance under the sun, casting a divine presence across the Egyptian landscape. Beneath this dazzling facade lies a core of rock, meticulously constructed to support the reflective outer layer. The pyramid's chambers lie entirely underground, making its massive upper structure a purely symbolic statement. This focus on the visible exterior elevated the craftsmanship of the casing stones far beyond that of the interior. These white Tura limestone blocks might hold vital clues to the pyramid's construction, given their extraordinary precision. From my observations, I noted intriguing gaps in the highest courses, possibly remnants of scaffolding later filled with smaller stones or mortar that has since eroded. Additionally, smaller, tapered bonding blocks appeared to secure larger corner stones to the more standard-sized central stones. This pattern, visible on the pyramid's northern face, pointed to their purpose, although only 30% of the casing stones could be accurately mapped. Each of the approximately 2,000 remaining casing stones represents a chance to uncover more about the pyramid. After a viewer shared detailed summit photos, I realized ground-based photography could supplement drone imaging. However, photographing the pyramid posed significant challenges. Closer vantage points yielded poor observation angles, while greater distances required high magnification. I determined that a distance of 200 meters from the base or 340 meters from the summit would provide the best balance. Using satellite imagery, I identified the ideal vantage points. Selecting the right camera gear was another hurdle. To comply with site regulations, the equipment had to be compact and inconspicuous, as tripods were prohibited. My lightweight setup featured an 840mm maximum focal range and had to be handheld. On the day of the survey, my driver chuckled at my modest kit, cautioning me to keep it hidden when not in use. Access restrictions further complicated the task, as the pyramid's western face was off-limits, leaving only 3 sides to survey. Undeterred, I started on the north face, positioning myself on a bluff near the road for a clear view. As I aimed my lens at the pyramid's summit, gusting wind and light rain tested my resolve. Thankfully, my preparations, including practice sessions on a local skyscraper, proved invaluable. These challenges highlight why this work remains largely uncharted, but I'm determined to uncover the secrets of Khafre's pyramid. Mapping and studying the Pyramid of Khafre isn't just about pointing expensive equipment at an ancient structure. It requires careful planning, creative problem-solving, and an understanding of the constraints posed by the site's geometry and regulations. Despite the challenges, this effort allowed a closer look at the pyramid's stonework than anyone has had in 4,500 years. Observing these ancient details revealed the remarkable balance between standardized practices and occasional improvisations by the builders to address unique constraints. A prime example of this adaptability is seen in the tapered bonding stones. These uniquely shaped blocks, smaller than average for their course, feature sharply downward tapering edges. They represent a practical solution for fitting separated casing stones together. Instead of forcing a block laterally into place, these bonding stones could be lowered from above and slid into position. This design allowed builders to efficiently join different sections of the pyramid being constructed simultaneously by multiple crews. During my latest survey, I discovered that ground-based images often provided greater clarity than aerial drone footage. This enabled me to refine my previous observations, focusing on how the pyramid was truly built rather than the idealized vision Khafre aimed to project. My initial focus was on the gaps in the masonry at the pyramid's highest courses, which may have been remnants of scaffold anchor points. While some gaps appeared to result from erosion or deformation over time, others suggested intentional spacing for construction pyramids. Enhanced imaging, such as LiDAR, might one day offer a definitive answer, but current data leaves these possibilities open. Another key area of focus was the design and placement of bonding stones. These specialized blocks are defined by two characteristics: smaller than average size and at least one sharply tapered edge. This tapering ensured a perfect sliding fit, while their compact size made them easier to maneuver into place. However, not all small stones qualify as bonding stones. Misidentifications can arise if parameters like size and tapering are relaxed too much. For accuracy, my methodology required balancing these traits while accounting for course-specific variations in stone size. The resulting map of bonding stone locations revealed a stunning pattern. On each face of the pyramid, these stones formed vertical streams that converged near the top as the pyramid's surface area decreased. This pattern was consistent across the north, east, and south faces, showing that no single face had a unique external access ramp at this high elevation. The placement of bonding stones also highlighted key construction principles, such as the use of centerlines as starting points for laying casing stones, rather than finishing lines. These findings challenge older models of pyramid construction, which often rely on external ramps or central access points that would disrupt these patterns. The lack of bonding stones near the pyramid's corners and their consistent absence along centerlines further supports the conclusion that the builders worked from the base upwards, using efficient and unobstructed methods. The emerging picture of Khafre's construction methods is both awe-inspiring and humbling, as it showcases the ingenuity of ancient builders in achieving monumental precision and beauty. The placement of bonding stones on Khafre's pyramid reveals crucial insights about its construction. Notably, there's no evidence to support the existence of an external ramp that obstructed the pyramid's faces. If such a ramp had existed, the final stones for each course would cluster at the ramp's base. Instead, the casing stones were laid outward from the center line, with additional starting points between the center and corners, demonstrating an unobstructed face throughout construction. This evidence conclusively refutes several historical construction models, including the speculative ramp theories of Flinders Petrie and Mark Lehner. The methodical placement of casing stones, starting at centerlines and extending outward, aligns with the pyramid's visible geometry. This approach highlights the builders' remarkable foresight and their reliance on unobstructed surfaces to ensure precision. The corner blocks, the largest casing stones, were set early, further reinforcing the absence of any external ramp. Although the analysis hasn't uncovered a definitive construction solution, it has eliminated many possibilities. The physical evidence shows that Khafre's builders likely employed ingenious yet efficient techniques to achieve their monumental goals. While mysteries remain, they seem solvable with further data collection and analysis. Looking ahead, the bent pyramid presents the next exciting challenge. With 70% of its casing stones intact, its construction reveals even greater complexity. Irregularities in the courses, quick repairs, and unconventional layering offer new puzzles to explore. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And above all, remember to ask your friends,